guys. Today I am in Cherokee National Forest, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of everything today. So I'm on Mill Branch. I'm going to do the Mill Branch, Crowder Branch loop, and I'm going to stay the night up there on Crowder Branch just before you come down. There was a beautiful little campsite up there. Hopefully it's not taken. That I found when I hiked this back in the spring with Frank. So we'll be doing a little bit of overnight, a little camping, a little hiking, and for all you Bigfoot believers out there, say actually a little north of here, if you go to Bigfoot Maps, which I'll put a link to their website here in the details, but there's a lot of supposed Bigfoot activity just north of here. So we'll have a look around and maybe see what we can see on that front. Not sure where people stand on that subject. I myself am a hopeful skeptic, so there's a lot of evidence that makes me hopeful that maybe Bigfoot is out there, but I'm not gonna believe it till I actually see it. But we'll see what we see. So anyway, join me today, guys, as we hike up Mill Branch here, head on over to Crowder Branch, and have a little nice overnight. The Mill Branch is definitely a steep one, and in like parts like this, it's really steep. It's not a long hike by any stretch of the imagination, but it's definitely got some elevation gain to it. So just keep that in mind if you decide you want to if you want to hike this one, because you will work up a nice sweat. I don't know if you can hear that. Sounds like a whole flock of crows going off or something. Going on for like 5 minutes now. Something must be going on over there. There they go. Maybe those were ducks. Not quite sure. I saw a little bit of them coming out of the forest there, but anyway, say that was a ball buster of a climb. Say he's going to taper off here for just a minute, and then we're going to have another ball buster to get up to the ridge. So say I will check in with you guys later, unless something interesting happens here. We'll see what the birds are saying. See you in a little bit, guys. Oh, hey guys. Say I'm almost to the end of Mill Branch. I've got the last final push to the top to get to the ridge line, and man, this has been a slog. I'm pretty sweaty. I am drenched, and looking forward to maybe getting up there and getting a little breeze there on the ridge line. But yeah, it's trail's pretty overgrown, typical Cherokee National Forest. I've had to do some crawling under some branches with that big pack on, and kind of fight my way through some down trees there. But all in all, not too shabby. Right here before the final push, it looks like somebody's had a little campsite, and probably wouldn't be a bad little spot here. It's a little dry right now, but typically you do have a creek kind of running in back through there where you can get some water here. So say fall is definitely started. Got to dodge the acorns coming down. So we'll see how it goes. See, once I get to the ridge line, it's not too terribly far from there where I'm planning on hopefully camping out. So when I get up to the ridge line, I'll probably check in, see if we can get a view through the canopy, and we'll see you guys later. Say, this last little bit here definitely has some elevation to it. Ooh. But we have reached the ridge line. See, this trail I'm getting ready to get on is called Fodder Stack, I believe. So it's a ridge line, and ridge lines are the highways of the forest. So I'm gonna be able to make some decent time here. And my campsite shouldn't be too much longer. So we'll catch up with you guys here in a minute. still on the ridge line. Actually seen quite a bit of bear scat, some fur, and a lot of cobwebs. I've seen no people today, yet. But I should hopefully be coming up on my trail junction relatively soon here. And if I am to run into anybody, it'll probably be around there. As there are a couple little camping spots along that route. So we shall see. And coming up to my trail junction right here. As you can see, this would be a fairly nice little camp spot. Somebody's camped here before. It's a tad bit further away from water than I'd like to be. So, I am hoping my preferred spot is vacant, because it is actually next to a spring. Which I'm hoping has water, because if not, I will have to move to plan B. So here we are. This is Crowder Branch. Almost went down there, fellas. I actually fell about 3 weeks ago running, and my ankle, I rolled it, and it's not 100% yet. So hopefully I won't have a repeat of that. Well, here we are. This is where I wanted to spend the night. Looks like it is free. So we'll get my pack off here and take a look around. Well, here I am, where I'm going to make camp for the night. So I'm going to rehydrate here, try to find the spring, which I think's over that way. See how our water situation's looking. Have a little sandwich and then set up camp. And then we'll kind of go from there. So stay with me here and we'll have a little camping adventure out in Cherokee National Forest. So I've had my lunch here. Got some water, found the spring. I'll show you the spring here in a little bit. But I got my food hung. And now I'm just trying to figure out the best spot to place my tent. And I thought when I come hiking through here that it was a little flatter than it is. But I think the best spot is going to be over here. I can kind of get it here. There's a little kind of dip in the ground there that I can kind of lay in, and hopefully I won't roll around too much. But anyway, that's the plan. Gonna get the tent up, gonna get some firewood, and then start making this like home for the night. So, finished setting up for the most part. Get some water and then go find some firewood. But figured I'd take you on a little tour of the camp here so far. So, anyway, got my tent set up. Little gear tree there. Here with some of the firewood that was scattered across the campsite. Just picked it up and piled it up, organized it a little bit. Got the fire pit, my sitting spot for the moment. And then through here, back in here, we've got the spring. Mountain spring. See, I'm storing my beverages in there for the time being. I think it's a little cooler in there, but still probably have warm beer today. But anyway, pretty neat, pretty cool. So we'll get some firewood and we'll check back in with you. See you guys. collected my firewood. That should hopefully be enough to get me through tonight. But I'm gonna go out here and see if I can find something to create a tinder bundle. And some pine, since pine burns pretty good. And see if I can practice my skills with the fire steel. I've kind of not had a lot of success with that the last several times, so I think one of the big keys has been the tinder bundle. Not enough dry stuff, especially when you're out in the Smokies and Cherokee National Forest. It's very damp and moist out here, so it's hard for things to catch, like with the fire steel or whatnot. So anyway, I'm gonna try that, see what I can find, and then I think it's time to kind of relax and take it easy for the rest of the night. So let's see what I can find here, and we'll check back with you here after a while, guys. See ya. So what I'm doing here is, this is a piece of fat wood, and I'm just getting some shavings to add to my tinder bundle. So when I strike the steel and get a spark, hopefully there'll be enough resin from this fat wood to take that spark and let it burn for a little bit, so I can start putting wood on the fire. Got to have enough for it to be able to take, and it'll take a fair amount. So I'll finish this up and get back with you here in a minute. Well, just not my luck right now. Give it a couple more whirls and then get the old lighter out here. Last strike there. Okay, well, looks like it's kind of good for now. So, it is time to have a beverage. Get ready to cook dinner. So off to the refrigerator and grab me a beverage. And I'm in my Crocs, so hopefully I don't fall in the mud hole. So yeah, look what we got. I think I'll start with the high wire. So cheers, everyone. Little high wire Oktoberfest. They call it Circus Fest. Pretty good. So here in a minute, I'll show you what I'm doing for dinner. So here we go. This is gonna be my dinner tonight. And I mean, you can chop this stuff up out here in the bush if you want, or I just thought it was easier to chop it up at home and put it in baggies. So what we've got is peppers and onions. I do have one jalapeno in there. This is kind of a smoked sausage. It's this one's actually a chicken sausage, apple bourbon, and then I've got the pretty quick cook rice here, and I got Old Bay and a little bouillon cube for seasoning. So anyway, I've got a stainless steel pot, and I'm going to make a little, I guess, pot of sausage rice. So stay with me and I'll let you know how it turns out. Well guys, if you haven't could tell, I really needed this. This is very nice today. Say we had a nice strenuous little hike there at the beginning, but it paid off. This is a beautiful spot. They just wish I could have found a little flatter surface for the tent, but hey, I'm not complaining one bit. Looking forward to dinner here, and then probably just gonna sit here by the fire and maybe read for a minute. And voila, dinner is served. Oh, would you look at that? One more in the fridge. Well, good morning, everybody. I slept really well last night. I didn't think I would. I mean, as far out as I am, but I did. And it's just now 8 o'clock, so it is time to get moving, because I actually slept longer than I thought I would as well. So, anyway, I'm going to get up and get some coffee and breakfast and start tearing down here. So I got the fire going. I'm gonna get some coffee on here in a minute, and I brought stuff to make an egg sandwich this morning, but since it's going on about 9:45 here, and I've got about 5.5 miles back to the car, I'm going to just opt for plan B and eat some granola, which I brought here just in case for a backup. So I'm gonna have some breakfast, coffee, and then start tearing down the camp. So it was a great night. I slept well, which is unusual for me when I'm by myself. Got a nice little fire going. Don't want a barn burner, but just enough to boil my coffee, and then get packed up and hit the road, as it were. So we'll see you guys here in a minute. Say some granola with blueberries and milk. Tell you, these freeze-dried meals are pretty good anymore. Back in the day when they were just, dried, they weren't what I would call very appetizing, but they've come a long way now. So anyway, instead of a egg sandwich, it's granola with blueberries and milk. And coffee's trying to boil. Cheers, guys. Coffee in the woods. Best thing. Okay. So, this is where I started. This is what I hiked yesterday. And I am currently right about in there. Say, State Forest Trail 84 is Crowder Branch. 96 was Mill Branch. So, I'm going to have to hike down Crowder, and then I make my way back to the car over Double Camp Road, which is actually not such a bad hike on that road. Just with all the campers out this weekend, just gonna have to watch to make sure I don't get run over. But anyway, say this part of the trail is where the adventure begins, because the last time that I was out here with Frank in the spring, say I could not find the actual trail for the most part to save my life, but you know, it's almost impossible to get lost here because you just follow the crowd or branch back to the road. So, and then once you get to the road, the trail's a little more distinguishable. So, anyway, this ought to be fun. As overgrown as Mill Branch, or Mill Branch was, this one's probably even worse. So, we'll see how I do with that big pack. So, stay with me. I'm working on getting camp broke down now, and should be on my way here shortly. See you guys. Well, say I'm finally all packed up. The fire is out. Got my bag ready. And now it's time to hit the trail where the real adventure begins. Nothing like a couple rock markers to show you where it starts. Sorry guys. Ugh. Little headspace problem. Pretty deep here. Nice little pool. Probably if I went around the other way, it'd been a little easier, but sometimes you just need to go the hard way. This pack does not help with low clearance branches. Woo! Ha ha! Yeah, buddy. Now this is a hike. Woo! Try not to bust my butt right here. Woo! Yeah, buddy. So after being on this narrow trail for the second time, this one at least isn't tilting downhill so much as the last one, a little one I was on. It is a wonder that I made it with Frank. I tell you what, man, it's beautiful. But I'll tell you what, these acorns are deadly. I don't know how many times I've almost slipped and rolled on these acorns sitting on the trail. Never would have thought acorns would be dangerous. Gosh, it's gorgeous out here. Just look at that. Woo! Well, the trail has leveled out here, and I'm beginning to hear the noise of a little bit of traffic. So, probably getting close to the road up here, and then short hike on the road back to the car. So this was a fantastic hike. Hard, difficult, I give it that. But it's beautiful out here. The weather was great. The overnight was great. All in all, it was a perfect little adventure. So I will catch up with you guys here in a bit. Well, now I am on Double Camp Road, heading back to the car. So I'd figure this would be a nice little time to finish my Bigfoot area summary up, since this was kind of in a Bigfoot hotspot, as it were. Say, I never really heard or saw much anything. What I did see was there's a ridge line, which makes for easy travel, and there's a lot of resources around. I heard some coyotes, so you can always kind of figure Bigfoot is known to be associated with coyotes, probably because they hunt the same thing. And at the fire, I did hear kind of what could have been wood knocks. Just one set. I heard like one on one side of me, and then I heard like a double knock, and then I heard a double knock back on like the other side of me, but can't really confirm that's exactly what it was. But that spot's a nice little place to kind of set up and do a little several day investigation up there. Like I said, I'm a hopeful skeptic, so you know, I'm not actually sure they exist, but there is some compelling type of evidence, so I will give them that. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this little venture. Say it was fun, exciting, hard at times, but that makes it all the more fun for me anyway. And if you're in this kind of thing and you stayed this long through the video here, why don't you subscribe and maybe give me a like. I'd like to get to 500 subscribers. So I'm sitting there at 77 at the moment. So anyway, guys, as always, hike on and stay safe.